there's rugs right behind you, buddy, right? You don't ever ADS with Hunt. Oh, he's actually a good player with a good build. He actually had a build. Fuck all of you! Woo! What is up, YouTube? It's your boy SupraKing here, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys the build that I've been using now for the last couple weeks, and a lot of people have been wondering about it because people are starting to ask me, you know, like, are you doing the RPM glitch? Are you doing the skill haste glitch? How are you getting your skills back so incredibly fast, and how you're doing so much damage, and how you're taking out multiple players all on your own? So, you know, I've decided to make the video now just because, you know, people are asking me every single day about the build, and I just want you guys to know that I didn't really make the build. I've done a build similar to this, but I've never put the pieces together exactly like how he did it. So what I mean by that is, one of my viewers did come across me in my live stream and did tell me that I should make a build that he's been using, and I gave it a try. I think his name goes by DRP Gods. I don't know exactly, so if I did say your name incorrectly, you can always DM me, write down in the comments down below. But basically, I don't want to take full credit for this. I'm taking full credit for the gameplay, of course. I was joking, but you know, thank you so much for DRP Gods for allowing me to use this build, because it's incredible. I've been melting players. I've been having lots more fun in the Dark Zone, even though, you know, there are still glitches in the Dark Zone right now, but I've still been having fun, just, you know, thanks to you for allowing me to be using this build, and now I can make a video about it. So thank you, man. Alright, so this is pretty much the build, guys. It will be a 2-piece Banshee with a 1-piece tack, refreshed and vigorous, obviously with a ninja bike. So what I noticed about this build, and I say this multiple times in my videos, is that when you're solo, you want to have a balance of both. You want to have survivability, and you also want to have damage. You don't want to have too much survivability because what that's going to be doing is it's going to make you be shooting, it's going to make you shoot marshmallows, right? What I mean by that is you won't really be doing damage, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to be sitting around in one spot the entire time as a solo player. You want to be moving around. As you guys seen in my solo manhunts, I move around from location to location, then move somewhere else, you know what I mean? That's the whole point. You want to be moving all the time, and you don't want to be sitting on one spot trying to kill multiple players, because what's going to end up happening is you're gonna start getting overwhelmed by too many players. So you have to kill fast, and you also have to make sure you're getting enough heal and enough, you know, of that skill haste, so you can be consistently getting your skills popped and getting a nice, you know, overheal as well. So that's pretty much what the build is gonna be offering for you guys, right? It's gonna be offering you both the damage and the survivability. So this is why, you know, I've been surviving a lot more longer than what I normally did in my previous videos or my previous manhunts. So yeah, all right. So just so you guys know, this build right over here is going to be a great way for 1.7 or 1.7.1 for survivability as a solo player. Okay, I don't know exactly how this will be working in 1.8, but I just want to remind you guys that this build right over here works perfect for 1.7.1 or 1.7. Okay, all right. So let's start with the gear pieces first. So obviously, like I said, I'm running vigorous chest piece, skill haste, health, ammo capacity. That's the only thing you should ever be running on the chest piece, to be honest. Enemy armor damage if you can be doing any PvE, but you want to be having skill haste, because 8% skill haste can literally drastically improve your build. Okay. All right. So skill haste over here, skill power, and then my ninja bike is gonna be rolled firearms. Skill power on it. Some people might be asking, why do you have skill power instead of something like health? I think skill power is better for the backpack for me. I don't know exactly how it works for other players, but I have a lot more, you know, of a better chance of surviving with skill power on my backpack than I do with health. All right, so 263. First aid self heal, obviously. Skill haste, and then my mask is gonna be refresh mask with skill power on it. And roll to firearms, burn resistance on it, which is actually very good. And then, you know, more skill power, obviously, because I want to be improving my booster shot self heal. Okay, and then I'm still rolling with the same crappy not MC gloves, the tactician gloves I've been using from my previous video. I haven't gotten any better ones, but it works. You know, 1164 electronics, not the best, definitely not the best. I can get 100 more if anything, and that can be improving my skill power. And sorrowful damage, skill haste, critical hit damage, and not the best roll of armor as well. Even though armor is not a big deal, I still like to get, you know, I still like to have the max roll armor as close as possible. Banshee is going to be health, blind, death resistance, shock resistance, burn resistance. This is pretty much a god roll in my opinion, because you have both shock and burn, one of the most hated things in the Dark Zone, or just in general in the game. You hate getting shocked, you hate getting burned, you also, you know, hate getting you know, bleed as well, but I don't have that. So skill haste, self heal. I fucked up. Alright, so Banshee, like I said, just so you guys know, this doesn't have to be in this exact order. So what I mean by that is you can have one piece Banshee over here, one piece Banshee over here, and one piece tack over here. It doesn't matter what order it has to be. Okay, so making sure you guys know that, so you guys don't have to be like, you know, I had to get tack gloves now in order to make this build. No, you can get Banshee gloves, you can get you know, tactician knee pads if you wanted to. Just make sure that it has to be, you know, 2-piece Banshee, 1-piece tack. Okay, just make sure everybody knows that. So the holster is gonna be a Banshee holster. It's gonna have skill haste, of course, 1261, 1263, 1270. Really good holster. Very lucky I got this one. And obviously self heal. You want to have self heal in this build. You want to make sure you have as much healing on your booster shot, like I said on the beginning part of this video. All right. So as usual, guys, I love this lightweight M4. I'm never gonna get rid of it. Very strong weapon. So this is what I've been using now for like almost every single build in this whole entire patch, and I've been having lots of fun with it, and I can't ever get rid of it. All right. So 21 armor damage. Competent, deadly, adept. Okay, so remember what I told you guys about how this build can work perfectly from this patch? I don't know exactly how it's gonna be working in 1.8. Well, the reason why I said that is because of adept. Remember, adept is getting reworked or nerfed in 1.8. they're saying that they want to make it so you can't stack it at all. So you just pop it once and you keep it as 7.5, but you can keep it always active by popping your skills, which is something that I'm not agreeing with. Adept should be able to be stacked at least 2 or 3 times, to be honest. 5 was excessive. It was a lot, to be honest, not gonna lie. It worked really well because it allowed me to have lots of fucking damage during my solo manhunts. And I don't think Adept should be nerfed to the ground like that. Just 7.5 base and that's it. You can't go anything higher. I think it should, like I said, I think it should be able to be popped at least twice or 3 times, stacked 2 or 3 times, because that makes it kind of unfair. Because what's the whole point of having forcing your heal pop just to get just 7.5? You should be able to pop your skills twice and have an extra 14, or possibly maybe 3 if anything, so you can make it still viable. But I don't know, we're gonna see how it works. It works fine for now, like I said. Hopefully 1.8 they do make it so it's not completely useless. So yeah. My mods on my weapon is gonna be with extended magazine, critical hit chance rate of fire, critical damage on the scope, critical damage on the muzzle, and critical damage on the barrel. So yeah, pretty much critical hit damage on everything but the magazine. What else to talk about? My secondary. As you guys saw from the beginning part of this video, what I do like to do every single time I kill a player is by switching my weapon. So I like to switch my weapons during gunfights just because it allows me to get a better cooldown. This can work for things like my ultimate. This can work things like for my current skills, like my booster shot and stuff like that. So if I ever down a player, I can kill them with this weapon right over here, and it's gonna be helping me by getting a better cooldown on the next gunfight, and it's gonna be helping me by improving the skill power as well on the build by 50%. So that's basically gonna be giving me an extra 30,000 skill power, 35,000 if anything. My math might be wrong, but let's say 30,000. So the next 30,000 skill power for 20 seconds. So for 20 whole seconds, I'm able to get an improved booster shot heal, a little bit more damage on my my pulse. So it's gonna be helping me on my next gunfight as well. So something that I like to do every single time I kill a player, I'd rather have like an SMG, so I don't have to be just using a assault rifle ammo. So what I would recommend you guys to do is possibly get like an SMG, if anything, with skill, determined, talented, or even predatory, determined, talented as well. And this is more like my utility weapon that's gonna be helping me survive a little bit longer than usual. And my start off, I don't really use this, so I'm not really gonna go into it. I'll go to my my weapons so you guys can see the stats. 13%? Really? 13%? That's wrong. There it is. That's the correct one. Sorry about that. Alright, so this is the correct one. This is my my primary. It's gonna be 9% critical hit chance, 113 crit damage, and then 87 headshot damage. My skills cooldown is gonna be at 48%. And it's very strong just because, like I said, you're able to pop your skills consistently, so that allows you to be winning gunfights a lot more often because you always have your skills active. All right. Some people might be asking like, why don't you have a max? Why don't you have 50% skill haste, Supra? Well, because the extra 2% that I'm getting from this build is only gonna be improving it by like an extra 0.2 or 0.4. And to be honest, that might sound like a personal preference type of thing, where you want to be having 50% skill haste because you want to have that extra 0.4 or 0.2. But I'd rather have the extra 4,000 or 5,000 health. So in case like somebody's about to kill me with one single bullet, I'm still able to survive just because I have that extra 4,000 skill power or 3,000 skill power. So that allows me to get that extra 4,000 or 5,000 health from a booster shot. So that's personal preference. You know what I mean? I'd rather be getting that. If anything, what I can do is I can get a better chest piece, because this chest piece over here doesn't have 9% skill haste, which is the max. I think 7% is the lowest you can get. So if I can get a better chest piece with 9%, I'll be at 49 instead of 48. So it's not the end of the world. It's up to you guys. I'd rather have 48 than possibly 50 or a little bit over 50, like 50. Because if I put another skill haste mod on it, I'm gonna be at 51. So I'm losing a 1% skill haste, which I don't want to be doing. So I'd rather have it like this than anything else, in my opinion, okay? My toughness is going to be 185. Armor mitigation is 32%, which is actually pretty good. Obviously I can get higher, but 32% is actually really good. The best way I can possibly improve my build would be getting a better ninja bike or getting better gloves, of course. I haven't gotten any better gloves. If I would, I would slap it right on, because you know the electronics roll on it, it's not good at all. The armor roll on it, it's not good at all as well. So hopefully I can come across a better one. And the reason why I want a better ninja bike is because the armor roll as well. Better armor roll, or maybe possibly get a better miner instead of maybe bleed resistance. I can get ammo capacity, because ammo capacity is really a big issue when it comes to solo gameplay. Yeah, let me show you guys my skills now. Booster shot is going to be 137,000 Selfie, which is actually pretty solid. I want to get it over 137. I want to be like 140,000, which would be nice. I like to have a solid number, but like I said, it's probably because I don't have really good tack gloves. So if I can get better tack gloves, I'll probably be a little bit over 140,000, which is actually pretty good. Cooldown on it is 20.8. Really good. Just like I would say 21 seconds. So that's actually really solid. Pulse is 20.8, and my talents that I use on my character, it's gonna be on the move, triage, strike back, and critical save. So let me explain about this build, because some people might be asking why using triage when you're a solo. Alright, so what you want to be doing in this build, guys, is you want to be making sure you're popping your like your med kitting at a correct time. You want to use this build very specifically. What I mean by that is, let's say you pop your heal, right? You pop your heal, you pop your pulse, bada bing bada boom. Alright, so all your skills are on cooldown now. So watch this. I don't know if you guys know about this or not, but this is something that I've been doing as a solo player. Look at my skills very quickly. My skills is really low. Pop a medikit, and now I have my boost shot right away. So that is what triage does. Okay, it helps you get a better cooldown on things like on your last segment. So let me show you guys again. So that's my boost shot. Bada bing, bada boom. Grenade. I'm gonna put myself in the last segment again. It's gonna pop, strike back. On. That was a horrible timing. Fuck. Alright, shit. This is a fail. But what I mean by that is, like, you're gonna be on your last segment, right? You're putting yourself on your last segment, and it's gonna be popping strike back, right? It's gonna make strike back, turn itself on. You're gonna get that extra 20%, and then once you pop your med kit, you get an extra 15%. So you get a total of 35% on that last segment. So right there, in reality, you're getting your skills back a lot more than what this is saying, right? Right now it says let's say 21. So you're getting your skills back, let's say every 17-18 seconds. So yeah, that's pretty fast. That's drastic. That's 3 seconds extra than what you normally be getting. That's what I've been doing as a solo player, is to make sure I can possibly pop my medkit on that last segment, pop my critical save, pop my strike back, pop my triage, and then fight somebody else. Okay, so you guys understand me on that? You want to pop your heal first, and then you want to fight somebody next. And then if they put you on that last segment, just pop your medkit, and then you're gonna be getting your boost shot a lot more faster. Okay, it's like a pattern. There's a pattern to be using this build. So you want to do it like that. Another pattern is that you want to be using your skills back to back. So what I mean by that is, let's say you use your pulse, right? Use your pulse again, and then you want to keep stacking adept. Okay, so like I did say, if they they will be patching this in 1.8, the stacking for adept. So you can basically stack adept in this build very easily. Right now there's no NPCs nearby, so that's why I'm easily stacking with it with pulse. So what you want to be doing is you want to stack it with pulse and booster shot. Like normally you won't do this. This is way too easy. So once an NPC is nearby, you can stack it, and then you have to wait a while, right? Because the pulse will be, hold on, is it doing it right now? Yeah, it's doing it right now. Perfect. This is perfect. Alright, so look how my pulse is cooling down a lot slower, right? You want to time it perfectly. Like currently right now my pulse isn't back, so you want to time it, in a way where like you're still able to have adept and competent active. So look at it right now. My pulse is not being 100% back. It's taking a while. So look at my skills right now. It's cooling down. So you're gonna wait a little bit longer, and then you're gonna pop your boost shot right now, right before it ends. Okay, and then look how my my pulse is coming back. It's not 100% back yet, but once it's back, I still have adept and competent active. So I have helped my pulse again, and right now I'm stacking. You know what I mean? That's what I want to be doing. I want to be doing like that. Okay, that's my best advice for anybody that wants to stack with pulse. All right, so I'm doing a little bit more so you guys can understand it. So like some people might say like, you know, why aren't you using a box to stack with stack adept and competent and stuff like that? Well, because like I like to have extra damage and like to make sure that nobody else is pulsing me as well. Okay, so you're still able to stack it with pulse, which is actually pretty cool in this build. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, guys, I want to be thanking you guys for watching the video. Thank you guys so much for the support. It's amazing. Love you guys so much as usual. You guys are very supportive of my channel, and love you guys, like I said multiple times, many times in my streams and in my YouTube videos, because I really do appreciate you guys always stopping by, checking out my build videos and my content. All right, so try this build out. Like I said multiple times again, I don't know exactly how this build will be working at 1.8 with the nerf of the depth. It's still being in the works. I'm pretty sure. I'm still sure like they're not gonna be completely nerfing the hell out of it, because they don't want to make, they want to make sure, you know, it's still, you know, a usable talent. Because like I said, adept won't be usable at all in PvP if they keep it as it is, like how they said on the stream that they announced it in. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Just try it out, get a ninja bike backpack, and try out the build. It's really solid. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next video. Later.